Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Thunder pummeled the... Woo! It's been a while. You know what? I remember, Joe, I don't know if you remember this, Ocho. In Game 4 in 2017, I think that was the first year KD was in Golden State. In Game 4, Cleveland dropped 86 in the first half against Golden State. And it kind of reminded me of this situation like this. Most points in the first half of a playoff game in NBA history. I thought they had an outside chance to break the Celtics record because if I'm not mistaken, I think in a Game 2, the Celtics scored 157 against the Knicks. Now, they weren't the same Celtics that was winning championships in the 80s, but they were still a good team. They had started to age, but they did a number on the Knicks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was sensational, and it showed you why he's going to win the MVP. 33 points in 30 minutes, 8 assists, 11 of 13. He was perfect from the field, free throw line, 11 of 11. I don't know if I've ever seen a stat like this, Joe.
Nah.
Plus 51 and plus minus.
No.
Plus 51 plus minus. Chet Holmgren, plus 34. Jalen Williams, plus 23. Isaiah Hartenstein, plus 19. Shea, plus 51. Lou Dort, plus 34. They had 8 guys in double figures. Everybody, if you touched the floor for the OKC Thunder, you scored in this basketball game. As a matter of fact, hell, I wish I was in attendance. I don't want to buy some Jordan. They about to put me in there.
Yeah, they
SGA is the first. Check this out, Joe. The highest plus minus in playoff history since the play-by-play era. SGA is the first player this century to be plus 50 in a playoff game, and he did it in 3 quarters. Joe, I mean, we got to talk about it, but it damn sure ain't much to talk about. I mean, look, this is how you make amends. You don't dilly-dally around. You let one slip away the other night. You had the game in control, and you bull-jived around, and you let them get you missed 2 free throws at the end. Braun rebounds the ball, passes out to Russ. Russ gets it ahead to Aaron Gordon. He knocks down a 3, and you lose a game. They didn't dwell on it. All they did was come out here and drop 149 and say, you know what? That was an aberration. You're going to need to be on your best behavior if you want to get rid of us. When you watch this team play tonight, what impressed you most about the Thunder?
Man, just how poised and resilient they were to start the game. They came out with that desperation that you need. You know what I mean? Like we know we squandered one in Game 1, but we can't let this from Game 2 get by. So I felt they came out, man, with so much energy, and they just fed off it. Now, Shai 11 for 13. I thought he kind of got off to a great start. He got off to a great start, putting pressure on the defense, getting into the teeth of the defense, not only getting his own, but making plays for others. And the one thing I love about OKC, man, not only did they control pretty much the whole game, but, man, they so unselfish and play for one another. They look like so much fun. You know what I mean?
31 assists.
Man, they was moving that ball. But they know when it's time to get it to their money, they get it to their money, which is Shai. And I love how he get to his spots, Unc and Ocho. He get to his spots and he raise up and shoot. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? So tonight, collectively, from a team standpoint, they always hitting on all cylinders. Everybody was shooting pretty much, in the high 50s or, from the field. I thought they done a great job tonight. Just really bouncing back, knowing that they had to win this game too, about to get ready to go on the road to Denver. Like this was a pivotal win for them.
Nikola Jokic had his worst night, minus 36 plus minus, lowest plus minus for his career. He had 6 fouls, 6 turnovers. He had 6 buckets. I agree with you. I thought everybody came out with a sense of urgency, with a purpose. They are very unselfish. They only had 9 turnovers, but they turned the Nuggets over 20 times. And when you turn a team over that many times, you're going to get some easy buckets. You get easy buckets, and all of a sudden you got the crowd into the game. And they didn't stop. Everything. They got so many easy shots. You look at Shai with 11 of 13. Hartenstein, 6 of 7. Jalen Williams, 6 of 11. 1 of 2, 1 of 1, you got the role players coming in, but for the most part, at one point in time, they were shooting 59, 60% from the floor. You let a team shoot 60% from the floor. You let a team shoot over 40% from the three, and you let a team shoot over 90% from the free throw line. This is what you're going to get, Ocho. It's kind of like you got a guy throws for 300, he got a 200-yard rusher, and 2 receivers over 100 yards. Well, they're going to have they're going to have 40 plus points on you.
Yeah.
Ocho, you look at the Nuggets, 106 points, considering how well they played to come back and win that game. What was most disappointing about what you saw from the Nuggets?
Obviously, they allowed SGA to set the tone. The entire team. There was really nothing they could do. There was really nothing. Jokic obviously had a bad night, Jokic had a bad night. Porter didn't do much. Aaron Gordon didn't do much.
Porter hadn't done much this series, but go ahead.
He hasn't. But I think it's not what the Nuggets didn't do, but it's what SGA, is what OKC did. They came out on fire, boy. They came out on fire, and they understood, you know what? There was no reason we were supposed to let that first game. Y'all weren't supposed to win the first game. Yeah. So we're going to come in here. We ain't finna play around. We ain't finna bull jive around. We finna set the tone earlier, and everything start and stops with SGA. Man, he set the tone right away. He was 11 for 11 from the line. Then 11 for 13 in field goals. Then he was efficient all night. Then you got the goddamn bench going crazy, Joe.
Yeah.
Them boys coming in, they scoring. So, I don't think there was anything that nothing could have done to win this game tonight. Absolutely not.
I agree with you. I think the thing is that he's the head of the snake, and so when he goes, all of a sudden he see a couple of shots go in. Everybody saw a couple of shots go in. Chet got off to a really great start. He atoned for those 2 missed free throws. I'm sure he'd like to have those back, but unfortunately you don't get those back. He was perfect from the free throw line. They was 33 or 36. So even though they shot 36 threes, 36 from 36 free throw attempts tell me they were still extremely aggressive, though. Because when you shoot that many threes, that's telling me you are extremely aggressive. Even though you still got 30-plus three-point shots up, you got 36 attempts from the free throw line. So I'm not settling. Hint, hint, Boston, we're going to get to you in just a second. They're putting pressure on the defense. Hey, you're going to have to continuously slide. And guess what? On the glass. They were on the glass tonight. They get second chance. They were diving on the floor. They were getting loose balls. They were not going to let this game slip by them tonight. And they won the ball game. I thought they were going to win by 50, have another 50-point win, because if I'm not mistaken, they beat Memphis, I think, the first game by 50-plus. And looked like they were about to have another one. But when you score 40, 45, 42, 37, that game is over. By the time your starter's going to be setting up, it's going to be chilling. Because, SGA played 30 minutes. Nobody else played more than 30 minutes. SGA played the most. Holmgren played 26. Jalen Williams played 26. Hartenstein played 22. Lou Dort played 27. And then you got your role players playing 12. The most, Isaiah Joe, he played 17. He had 14 points. But that's good. Because the next game is what, Saturday? I think the next game is Saturday. So now you get a head start on rest. You get recovery. The guys probably had ice on their knees and their ankles. To start, and now you get 2 days off. So they're going to the game is Friday? Okay. Well, hell, this was an easy game for them. This was an easy lift. This was like a shoot-around.
OKC, this is good for them, though. A good confidence booster, getting ready to go on the road, playing in Denver. It's going to be a tough atmosphere, Denver's going to play a lot better at home. Porter, hopefully he plays better. Him and Gordon play.
I'm not so sure I wouldn't start Russ. I've seen it. At some point in time, I got to get more out of him, Joe. I'm getting 0 points. I'm getting 2 points in the first half. That's not enough.
Don't you think it's better to have Russ coming off the bench to give you that energy, to give you that spark?
Yeah, I know you're giving that energy, but he's giving you energy. You're so far in the hole.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because you spotted him. You had a 2-0 lead, and the next thing you know, you're down. It's 20-4. And the next thing you know, it's 36 to 20.
I don't think they're going to do that, though, Unc and Ocho. I think they're going to keep Westbrook coming off the bench because of his spark, his emotional leadership that he brings. Right. They need that. They don't need him in their starting lineup. I'm sorry. I don't want to see him in the starting lineup. I want to see him continue to come off the bench. But I think if you Denver, man, you got to kind of just ball this one up and throw it out the window, bro. You got to throw it out the window.
Ain't nothing to watch on Denver.
You can't even watch film on this, man. We down 50. There's no pluses that you could take away from it. You just gotta be happy with the fact that you went to OKC, you won the first game, you got a game. To me, it kind of looked like they just kind of, they were kind of
It looked like they were satisfied with
That's
that
exactly
one.
what I was going to say. It looked like they were kind of satisfied a little bit as I'm watching, because they ain't had that bite back or that sense of urgency that you need to compete on the road. And I'm like, man, being down 50 on the road, that's crazy. In the playoffs, like, I've never seen nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like, OKC was ready for this moment.
Hey, I know, Unc and Joe, I know it's really early, but did the Thunder officially announce themselves as a legit finals threat? Or do you still think Denver's going to come out with the series?
Oh, they've been did that. I mean, you don't win as many games as they won and not be a serious contender. I know everybody said they're young. They're still the youngest team in the NBA. But if you look at this, Ocho, they've beaten a lot of teams like this in the regular season. Yeah, but
this is 7-game series, though. It's different. It's the playoffs. It's a 7-game series. Can they continuously do this throughout the series, though? The way they play tonight. No, nobody can do that. There's a reason why. Think about what they did. Think about what you just said. Can they continuously do this? But can they continuously? They won 67 games for a reason. They beat the best teams in the NBA, and they beat them decisively. If you look at their plus margin of victory, it's been sensational. It's been one of the best in NBA history. So absolutely, they've been announced themselves, because if you think about it, last year they kind of underperformed because Luka and Kyrie did a number on them. They were really young. They're still the youngest team in the NBA, but they're absolutely. You know what you're going to get. They got those two bigs, and they got the MVP. Now Jalen Williams had his best game. But if you think about it, he still didn't shoot. He wasn't that efficient. He's better than an all-star. He's better than what he's been showing in the postseason. So what happens when he gets it going? This was Shai's best game. Now Shai has played some games, but he was shooting 41% coming into this game. Well, 42%, 41.7. So now this is more like the Shai we're used to seeing. A guy that can give you 30 on 50+% shooting. That's what we're used to seeing. Yeah. Them playing like that, no. Do I think they're going to get to 149? Nah, probably not. But do I think they can play it even if you don't score 149, you can still play well and not get 149. You can play well and get 120 or 125, 130. But think about it, Ocho. That's the most points in NBA history in a half. Yeah. So the NBA been going on for 77, damn near 80 years. So the Nuggets team, they don't have nothing to be worried about. Nuggets fans, is this a bad game, or should they be worried?
They should be worried. The Thunder was the number one seed for a reason.
Okay.
They're not a fluke. Right. They're not. This has been building. And it goes, last year they probably was a year early. They've arrived. They've arrived. They believe.
I think they definitely have arrived, but they've been tested, because now they got to go on the road to play against a tough Denver team, and they have to win in Denver.
They got to win one to get their home court back. They got to win one
to get their home court back. So, look, I think coming into this series with OKC being off for such time, and Denver, going through that grueling 7-game series with the Clippers, they came in with a little momentum. And I just think they kind of hit OKC in the mouth, and it shocked them. Now, I think they, took a step back, but today they took a step forward as far as, regaining their confidence, coming out playing OKC basketball, playing that pressed up, dogged up defense from start to finish. I mean, this was an awesome game by OKC, and it's just, momentum going into Game 3 in Denver.